There's nothing more boring than waiting for a website to load.
Boring!
And that's why recently on the channel I've been putting up quite a few videos around how to increase the performance of your website. I recently put a video up where I took a real-life e-commerce website that was running a bit slow, and I moved it to some premium hosting with Cloudways and got an instant speed boost. But maybe you don't want to move hosting. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use GTmetrix to analyze your website and identify things that are slowing your website down that can quickly be fixed and give you an instant performance boost.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Hi, it's Alex here. Hope you're all well. So GTmetrix is this tool here. I've used it many times before in videos on this channel. In fact, I use it just to measure the performance of a website and get an idea in terms of how fast everything is running. I also use tools like this, Google Pagespeed Insights, which also gives you a score in terms of how fast your website is loading. Now, the thing is, it's all very well getting a score, but you also need to know what you can do to improve it. And that's where GTmetrix can help. With GTmetrix, you can clearly see within the report which elements on your site are causing the problems, so you can quickly do something about them. To show you how useful GTmetrix can be, I'm going to be optimizing this website. It's my website, it's estherpono.life, my side project, which is going really well actually at the moment. And I'm going to run it through GTmetrix and Google PageSpeed Score, and we're going to see if we can get a big performance boost just by making a few simple changes. You can find GTmetrix over at GTmetrix.com. Now, I'm using the Pro version, and let's just have a quick look at these prices. Well, you can get the Lite version for just $5.99 a month. That gives you 50 monthly on-demand tests. You can also monitor your website, one of them at least. You need a few more websites, then choose the core or advanced plan. And this is super useful if you need to make sure that your sites are running top speed all the time. You'll get a notification if they start behaving strangely and running slowly, which is super useful. You can choose from 5 test locations. You've got mobile device testing, data retention for 1 month. If you need to open it up to your team, then you will need to go for the expert plan. So super good value, and in fact I can make this price even sweeter by giving you my coupon code. Just use the code WPEagle20 and you'll get a tasty discount. So let's run the website through GTmetrix. Now let me just show you the kind of things you can do in terms of the analysis. You can choose from different locations, so that's useful to get different reports to see how users are experiencing the site from different parts of the world. I'm going to choose London for this test. Of course, you need to put your URL into this box. Make sure you type it correctly. So like that. Then we can choose different browsers or mobile phones, iPads, tablets, whatever you like. So that's nice. Again, gives you detailed analysis because not everyone is using a computer. In fact, a lot of people nowadays are probably accessing your website using their phone. You can adjust for different connection speeds, so you can see how bad it would be on a super slow 3G connection if you like. There's even more options in here. You can set up some different presets. You can create a little video. Let's do that. That might be cool. And yeah, it's got a lot of different things that you can adjust. Unlike Google PageSpeed, let's have a look at that, which I've got right here, where you can just basically enter your URL and that's that. So let's run the test on both of these. Let's get this one going and let's go back to GTmetrix and get this going and let's see what information we get back. So the report takes about a minute or so to run. We're almost done here on GTmetrix. It should have all the information for me in just a few more seconds. So here we are. Here is the performance report for estherpono.life using a London location. And we've got a grade of C, performance of 72, an LCP with this figure here. This is actually quite important because that is a number that Google use as an SEO ranking factor. You need that to be as low as possible. We've got a 385 milliseconds blocking time. And then we've got all the detail here, which I'll go through in just a moment. Just out of curiosity, I'm just going to run it from a different location just to see what the difference is. So let's just go back and let's try it from Seattle. And let's run an analysis, easy for me to say, again. Now while it's doing that, let's take a look at Google Pagespeed, which should have finished, and it has. So not much information up here. Oh, something went wrong. Oh, okay, let's run this again. So yeah, that's maybe the beauty of free tools. They don't always work. Hopefully we'll get something back now. Okay, it's worked this time. It's given me a score of 48. It's given me some numbers again, 3.6 seconds on the FCP and 5.9 on the LCP. Give me some screenshots there. But then it doesn't really tell me in much detail what I need to do. So render blocking requests, it's got all this stuff, and I don't know what this is, so I don't know what I can do with that. There's some font stuff. What would I do about that? Shifts, culprits. See, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously there are some problems, but it doesn't really give me any details in terms of what I can do or what elements on my site are causing issues. In comparison, let's take a look at the GTmetrix report, which I've got here. So this is the one from Seattle. It's even worse here, coming from America, although I should say that my host is based in the UK. But in terms of what the problems are, it's going to be the same regardless of location. So here we've got the high priority things. So I can see quite clearly that the biggest problem is this video, which is the video I got on the top of the homepage. So whipping that out for maybe an image would cause a significant increase. And then we've got the YouTube here, which is another video I've got on the homepage. So basically I've got too many videos on the homepage. I was actually thinking of switching the top video out for an image anyway. Not sure how many people watch it. I mean, it looks nice. Let me just show you. It's here, this thing here. I mean, it's nice enough, but I've actually got a nice image that I can use instead. And then the YouTube is down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch those out and let's see what kind of performance boost we get. Now, this is only going to take me like 30 seconds, so it's going to be a super quick fix. So there we go. I've switched out the video for this image of me standing in a street in Estepona, and then I've taken out the YouTube video. So let us just jump back in to GTmetrix and let us retest and see what a difference that's made. So I'm just going to click retest up here. Wait a few moments. Okay, so that has made a difference. The new report shows that we've got a LCP of 2 seconds and the blocking time has been significantly reduced. Let's see what else we've got. So the next high problem is to reduce the initial server response time. Now this is going to be down to hosting to a certain degree. As I mentioned in the introduction, moving hosting can improve this. A suggestion that we've got here from GTmetrix is to use a plugin like WP Rocket. Now, WP Rocket is a premium performance plugin. I've mentioned it a number of times on the channel. I really like it. There are some free caching plugins available too, but let's take GTmetrix advice and let's get WP Rocket up and running on the site and see if we can get a further boost. So here is WP Rocket. I've got it installed and set up. Do go and check it out. You can find it over at wpeagle.com/WP Rocket. That is an affiliate link. Thanks very much if you use it. It's super easy to set up. You download it, you install it, and well, that's basically it. You then got a few options that you can go through. I've ticked most of these to minify CSS, to optimize CSS delivery, minify JavaScripts, and yeah, there's not too much to it. You can add lazy load to your images and enable for CSS background images too, and add missing dimensions. So yeah, it's really easy to set up. Let's see if that's made a difference and if we can get an even better score on GTmetrix. So let's retest one more time. And here we go. We've now got a grade of A, 99%. A 930 milliseconds LCP, 24 milliseconds total blocking time, There are still some improvements that I can do. That banner image I added is actually a little bit too big, so further optimization on that would help. And adding things like a CDN, so Cloudflare, or even the one that comes with WP Rocket would improve performance even further. But as you can see, just a few simple changes to the website has given me a huge performance boost, and it was all thanks to GTmetrix. The last thing I want to show you actually is that video that we generated on this report. So if we go into the first report we did, so if we go into the video, we can just basically play it, and it kind of shows us as the site's loading the different things. So the time to first byte, the FCP, and yeah, you can click on these to kind of skip through the video. So that's nice. So that's GTmetrix. Do go and give it a try. Remember, you can get a discount using the coupon code WPEagle20. I hope you find it useful, and I hope you can increase the performance of your website without having to fork out for expensive hosting. Let me know in the comments how it goes for you. What kind of boost did you get on your website? I do love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and make sure you're subscribed so I can see you in the next one.